Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy. Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Said So. I'm your host, Kagiso Hlongwane Jiva, and we're back at it again with another one. I'm with my good friend, Ofenste, entering them surgically. So, my brother, how are you doing?
KG, we're trying.
Yeah.
And this thing of complaining is not really working.
Yeah.
Because of, you know what I say, if you complain too much, we're giving birth to people who are complaining.
Yeah.
So we're not going to complain.
Yeah. Why march? Why not relax? Why Orania? What is the problem with the EFF and the existence of Orania?
KG, you know, we want to coexist with the people. And we're not going. One thing that we're not going to allow is to allow people to bully us in our house. It's been happening for too long now. 31 years later in democracy, we're still seeing people doing as they please in our land. And now they are saying they are part of Africa, they are part of South Africa, but their behavior does not reflect what they're saying. What we want is actually Orania to join South Africa now. And we know very well that there are white people who are not happy with what's happening in Orania. And so we're also standing for them. And it's not only for black people, this thing. It's for South Africans. White people who see themselves as South Africans, it's now time to stand up.
But you, as the EFF of this generation, being the first black generation in South Africa for 31 years to formally march against the existence of Orania, are you not guys fearing for your lives? And you know, this is a big mission. Why choose this big mountain?
We've been scared for too long, KG. And being scared again now is actually a sellout position. And I mean, poverty on its own. We're supposed to be scared of poverty. We've been living with poverty for some time now, and we are not afraid. So why would you say to someone who's dead, are you not afraid of dying? We are already dead. We are living in our continent. We are living in this country, but we feel like adopted children, and it's not really fair. This thing of being scared, it will not be part of the mission. Where we are scared, we know the danger, we know the implication that comes with it. But subscribing to fear is not going to be a resolution into this matter. So we are going to stand up. And standing up against nonsense, standing up against segregation, standing up against being bullied. We're parents now. How are we going to raise our children to become something tomorrow when we are afraid of becoming something today? So we are writing history, South Africa. We are writing history, Africa. It can't be fair that we're laying back and we want to be comfortable in our beds, or else we know very well that there are so many things that are taking place that we are not comfortable with.
In terms of the readiness of the EFF, we've seen that the fighters have come out in numbers. The leaders are here. Is the EFF ready, or are we going to see a march of 200 people?
As the leadership has indicated, KG, the readiness is there. Actually, the readiness the bar of the readiness is beyond 80%. And so we are ready for this thing. We know the reason why we cannot fail on this mission is that we are not doing this thing for EFF. We are doing this thing for Africa. We are doing this thing for South Africa. We are not only doing this thing for black people. We are doing this thing for colored Indians. We are doing this thing for white people who are not happy with the setup of Orania. Because of how do you have people who think that they are special of some sort, who wants to be having a place where we don't even know what is happening in the place. Who knows what's happening in Orania? Maybe this
what
thing
they are cooking, what they are preparing there.
We don't want to end up one day waking up in the morning, apartheid is back. And it's going to be
orchestrated with force. Because they will be prepared. They will be prepared.
We can't lean back and say, no, we are not going to join this thing. We can't. We can't. We must stand up and make sure that this is successful. So the readiness of the mission, KG, we are ready. Tomorrow we are going to make sure that the march is successful.
I'm quite impressed that the EFF provincially has decided to go about this issue of the Northern Cape that affects the whole entire South Africa and Africa at large. But they decided to go at it as a province to show the strength of the EFF and the unity of black people in general. What was the reason or the thinking behind it?
KG, we want to show the capacity of the EFF in the province. EFF is growing. The recent elections shows that the EFF is growing. We are the reason why ANC is below 50% now. The EFF is growing, and if they don't believe it, they must check the march of tomorrow. We are just showing the capacity, and we are not doing this thing. The intention here is not to provoke anyone. We are doing this thing because of we are not comfortable with what's happening in Orania. We don't have a problem with what they are doing, but we are not comfortable because of this thing. Tomorrow it can backfire in our face because of we don't stop it while it's still there. Yes.
They say don't expect what you don't inspect, because what you don't inspect what is happening in Orania, so you don't know what to expect.
Exactly. So even I don't think even the intelligence of South Africa
knows what is happening there.
We are not. We want to deploy military forces. We want to deploy armies into the borders, but we don't want to deploy the same army into checking within South Africa, because of we must also introspect internally in South Africa to see what is exactly happening, because of sometimes the attack does not come from the outside. If you don't believe it, all the former liberation
or destroyed from within,
where we destroyed from within. Thomas Sankara was killed by the friend. So we need to protect ourselves from this type of things. If you don't want to have a headache, you must clean your stomach. That's what we are doing.
Thank you so much. And we see it now, over 22 attempts at the life of Ibrahim Traore. 22.
That shows that actually the danger of our fighters and the danger of our heroes is not from the outside, it's from the inside. So that's why we need to protect ourselves from such things. So we are doing this thing to protect ourselves. We are doing this thing to secure future of our children. Karisho, I'm a father. I'm a father of 2 daughters. Tomorrow, if I pass away, what's going to be happening? What kind of future will I be living for my children?
They'll be discriminated, just like you.
Definitely. So we can't just lean back and say, no, it is well with our soul. If they want prayer warriors, they know where to go. They must go to churches.
Yeah.
Now we're not going to
fighters.
We're fighters. and as you have seen, they had a meeting with our provincial chair and the structure of the province, and the meeting was not really the way they wanted it. They wanted us to back off, and they wanted us to submit and soften up. If they want people who can be softened up, they must approach ANC with their programs, not us who are tired of their arrogancy, and they've given birth to this. You know, KG, what is happening nowadays? They are blaming EFF for the killings. They are blaming EFF for all the sufferings of the white people in the farms. Who gives birth to that? They are killing our people. Now they are killing each other, but still they want to say EFF is the one who's killing
They say Malem.
So we are not going to be subjected to that. If they want people who are soft and people who are sweethearts towards white organizations and white organized crimes, they must approach ANC, because of Orania is crime. What is happening in Orania?
It's crime.
It's crime. How do you isolate other people from entering their own house? It's crime. So it can't be fair. So we are where we are, and the anger now is fuming. Why? Because of we've been trying. Every year, Karisho, we are told that we must forgive. On the 16th of December, we are told that we must go back and we must come back with these people. But there's no sign that shows that they are ready for that. The program is imposed to them by us, but they are not making any effort in making sure that we are one as South Africa. We are only one when the rugby is playing, but when the Bafana is playing, we are not one. For Bafana for black people, the Boke for us. It's not going to be. They are not serious. So we are standing up, KG, not for us, but we are standing up for the near future. We are standing up for our children. We are standing up for our grandchildren. So we need to be counted. We must be counted amongst people who stood up for something. We can't be a generation
of cowards.
So that's why we are standing up.
Azakala Bafetu. Tomorrow will be in the march, will be with Ofenste and will be surgically removing this racism in the streets of South Africa. Here in Kimberley, you are invited to come and march. We are starting. Where are we starting? Where are we ending?
All the information, you must just follow the EFF page on the EFF Northern Cape.
Yes.
All the information will be there. All communications will be there. But tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, all mobilization will be taking place. You know what is happening, Kagisho? In Burkina Faso. Their way of they are resolute. By the march of resolution. They are saying land or death. In South Africa, Orania's EFF, we are saying economic freedom in our lifetime, and that's what will be happening. So economic emancipation in our lifetime, Orania is part of it. So we want economy, not anything else. We want to be equal to these people, and we are equal to these people.
We are equal.
We are not going to be subjected to
man, justice. Thank you so much, Ofenste. Thank you so much for your time. Let's meet tomorrow, my brother. Let's all meet tomorrow as we are marching to the Premier's office. Thank you so much. Until we meet again, don't forget to pray. But after you pray, stand up, Mtomnyama. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism.
Amandla.
I salute you.
Thank you very much.